anymore. But it was quite awful. I mean, like the bugs, you guys know the bugs, right? Black flies, mosquitoes. I mean, when they're bad, they're bad. Up your nose, in your ears, blood ringed around your waist, they're awful. And there's not much you can do about it. You can put a bit of bug dope on, but black flies will just keep crawling around until they find somewhere you didn't put it. Right? So use your imagination. So it was quite maddening on that grounds. Although it's not a funny topic, but I do have a funny story, because one time I was in the woods working with one of my colleagues, and he was just mad. The bugs were driving him crazy. He'd already finished a whole can of Deep Woods off. And he's swatting at them. These guys said, then he goes, hand me your spray can. So I handed my spray can. He sprays himself all over. Well, I handed him a can of orange tree marking paint. That was the only spray can I had. Anyway, he never talked about the bugs the rest of the day. Worked like a charm. You might want to try that one. What else can I tell you about? Because I live in the woods. I don't have a lot of material except woods material. But I was thinking about bears, because that was the other reason I didn't like working in the woods. I work in bears all the time, and they're fuckers. Bears are horrible creatures. They might look cute on YouTube, but in real life they're awful buggers. So what I'm going to tell you tonight may in fact save your life. Bears, there's two types of aggression you'll experience from the bear. There's predatory aggressive, and there's defensive aggressive. So your classic defensive aggressive bear is it's usually defending its cubs. It might be defending its territory, maybe a carcass or something that it's got. And it's classic. They'll hit the ground and be slapping the ground, and barking and it's fucking terrifying. But it's telling you, like, it thinks you're a threat. So what you do is you kind of don't look it in the eye, put your head down, and sort of back away. That's what you do. If you're so unfortunate to get knocked down by this pissed off bear, that's when you play dead. That's the only time you play dead. Because with a predatory aggressive bear, it actually wants to eat you. So laying on the ground in the fetal position is not going to help you. and it's obvious, because they're stalking you like a cat would stalk you. Or like a cat stalking a mouse, or a dog stalking something. It's really obvious. So in that circumstance, you want to fucking rage. You just, God, fuck it. Make yourself big, scream loud, throw rocks, fucking go for it. Because otherwise it's going to eat you. It's not funny, man. So you really got to just fucking get out of your head, and it's just you and the bear, and you're going to go lick its ass. Sorry. Kick its ass. Give it a licking. Either way, if you get that close, you're on top. So yeah, it's important to make that distinction. The other bear that we often see is what I call the do-de-do bear. Because it's just sort of going around, do-de-do, do-de-do. It's not really doing anything. But, it's not a defensive aggressive bear. That you do know, because it would have already been doing that. So it's a do-de-do bear, but it could turn into a predatory bear. So you have to treat the do-de-do bears the same as the predatory bears. If they're just hanging out, run at them, scream at them, yell, wave your arms, lick their ass, and you'll be all right. Kick their ass. Now, to avoid this, it's not that hard to avoid a bear encounter. So first line of defense is to make lots of noise. If you make lots of noise when you're walking or whatever you're doing, the bear will hear you. So if it doesn't want to see you, it'll bugger off. So if it's a bear with cubs, or if it's got a carcass, or it's just you're in its territory, it'll hear you coming and it'll do a circle and avoid you. That's great. Best defense. Also, if you do see a bear, you know it's heard you. So now you either know it's a do-de-do bear or a predatory aggressive bear. Or there's a good chance. So then you can start licking. God, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, second line of defense, can of pepper spray. Great stuff. Bear spray comes in a can. It's kind of like cayenne pepper, burns their face, lungs, eyes. It's actually, it works quite well. Not every bear is affected by it, but most are. You got to be careful though. This thing sprays out about, I don't know, it's about 5 meters in a fog. If it's windy and the wind's blowing in your face, you might just end up being a spicy snack for the bear. So you have to keep this in mind when delivering your pepper spray. The third line of defense, I always had dogs. And dogs are great because they can just sense a bear. I don't know if they smell it or they hear it, or they just have some kind of magical sixth sense. They know there's a bear around, and of course, dogs are dogs, off they go, and they'll usually put the run to the bear. So I hardly ever saw a bear. But unfortunately, occasionally, the dog will just piss a bear off and bring it back to you. And this happened to me. Yeah, I was doing my thing, I was counting trees, as foresters do. And suddenly I hear my dog, "Yay, yay, yay!" And I look, and across this meadow, here comes my dog, "Yay, yay!" with this big fucking pissed off black bear on his ass. And I don't know what it was doing. It was like half defensive, half fucking I want to kill you. So I backed myself up to a tree. I got out my pepper spray. There was a bit of a cross breeze, so I was ready for it. I got ready. Here comes my dog. Guy, the bear. And I wait till that perfect second. And I let that stupid fucking dog have it square in the face. Well, I ran. Bring a bear back to me, you little bugger. But it worked out great. I mean, that was what my sacrificial lamb was for. So I could get back to the truck. Well, I heard an You're probably wondering about the dog. No, let's just say, he never did bring another bear back to me after that. No, he was all right, actually. He came back to the truck, and he was all covered with saliva, but I couldn't find any broken bones or broken skin or swollen anywhere. He was just thoroughly raped by a bear, I guess. Anyway, that's probably why I never brought another one back. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. Thank you for your time.
Big round for Dick All, everybody. That was great. So I just want to let you know right now, we're going to take a very brief intermission. If you want to go have a smoke outside, make sure it's on the sidewalk. Go get some more drinks. Have a good time. We'll see you back here in about 10 minutes. Thank you very much, guys.